Good morning, beautiful besties, or I suppose whenever it is you tune into this reading. Welcome into the Divine Feminist by Turning Tides Tarot. I hope you all are doing well. We're going to go ahead and get kind of like a weekend vibe, what you can expect to happen or show up this weekend for you. If you'd like to connect with the energy, you know what to do. Just give your girl a little like, or you can hype this up if you see it. Listen, I have another little reading that I do, and I'm always forgetting. I'm always forgetting to mention it. I'm just starting to do a weekend vibe as well on my Instagram. It is something that I don't post to YouTube, and I usually am on camera for it. So if you want to say hi to your girly, give me a follow. You can find me at Turning Tides Tarot, okay, over on Instagram. So anyway, I've just started doing it. I'm really trying to at least be a little bit consistent on my socials. I drop the ball a lot, but Instagram, I've been on there. Okay, so anyways, let's get into this 3x3 Kipper spread with the energy that you could be looking at this weekend. Yeah, and I'm going to publish this straight to YouTube. I'm running a little late this morning. It is Friday morning. I usually try to get these recorded the day before so that our glow up gang can see them first. So just my apologies to all of y'all who do offer that extra support. It's going right to YouTube. Okay, fam, just give me one moment and I'll tune into this and let you know what's ahead. Okay, bestie, here's what I'm seeing for our weekend energy. We've got house, courthouse, and sudden wealth up top. Now, right away, Spirit showing me some kind of decision, ruling, or agreement tied to like a property, home, or your stability, that could really bring in some unexpected abundance, which is always nice and always welcome. For some of you, this could literally be about selling a house or settling some kind of paperwork, or it could be a payout that finally hits your account, which is weird because weekend energy, we don't usually see that, but this is what's coming in, or you might get news about it maybe late Friday evening or whenever it does come through, okay? Or you check your bank account Saturday and you're like, holy crap, it's actually there. I can't believe it. Okay, so for others of you, it might not be like a literal court situation, okay? Just because we have courthouse, it could be that the universe is finally handing you some karmic justice, okay, where your home life and finances are concerned. So the bottom line is that something really is going to shift in your favor this weekend. And you know what? I'm here for it. Now, the middle row, poverty, pathway, lovers, this is really like a glow up that I'm seeing right here. So if you've been feeling strapped or unsupported in any way, or like things just aren't moving, Spirit's chiming in and saying, that path is clearing up, okay? So you are walking straight into some choices that are going to align with real partnership and mutual support, okay? So some of you might even meet a new love interest, or some of you could be deepening a bond this weekend that that you maybe just started, okay? It feels kind of new to me. And especially as you release any kind of lack energy that has been lingering about in your world, okay? Especially if it is tied to any kind of like hold up or stagnancy within your home and finances, all right? So I see that shifting. It's really a beautiful turning point, actually. And the road ahead here looks a whole lot brighter, all right? And yeah, I'm here for it. Now, this last row, we have bad health, okay, change and mature man. Now, I don't want you to panic. This isn't giving like doom, it's giving breakthrough. Okay, so some of you are seeing an older masculine in your life. Now, that could be a father, uncle, partner, even a boss. Go through some kind of major turning point with either their health or financial struggles. Okay, so there's an improvement here this weekend. What was stuck or heavy or declining is finally ready to start shifting for this person as well. So this could mean some kind of healing, or it could mean a big lifestyle change that brings some kind of relief. And for others, it could be about you moving away from unhealthy patterns and really stepping into some wiser energy, attracting stability and maturity in love, finances, and your overall well-being. All right, so it's really beautiful energy coming through, but the diagonal vibe, it is a little bit juicy. Here we have house, pathway, and mature man, and this is literally the journey to building long-term stability with wisdom and security, which again, very nice. It's a little juicy. It could be, aligning with someone new, someone more mature, someone maybe you end up sharing a home with down the line in the future. But really, I mean, even with courthouse pathway and change, this tells me that decisions made now are going to change the trajectory of your life. Okay. Sudden health, lovers, in bad health, this is kind of the big one. And I feel like there's a little warning in here from Spirit asking us not to let new blessings get tangled in old toxic patterns. Okay. But it just feels a little bit like common sense at this point for our collective. So, it's okay. It's okay. But, someone could suddenly throw love or money your way. But if their energy is draining, and I'm sure you'll clock this, okay? I know you'll clock this because your intuition's on point, bestie. You're gonna, pass it up if it doesn't feel proper for you, and you're gonna protect your glow. But overall, I do see that you're out here making wise choices anyway, so it's not really a concern to me. Yeah, I mean, in a nutshell here, we have whether or not this is directly about you, or maybe you hear some kind of news through someone close to you that is going through a change, a positive shift, a positive change. This weekend is really going to mark a very clear pivot. Okay, so when it comes to money, health, home, and love, things are really shifting for the better. Again, really love to see this. So Spirit is saying that you're stepping onto a brand new path where, struggles isn't your whole story anymore. Okay. So it is time to claim this energy here. And again, I can't say this enough. I really love this vibe for this weekend. So let's go ahead and clarify using tarot as per usual, bestie. What specific blessings or abundance are really arriving for our beautiful glow up gang, our collective this weekend? What specifics? What do we have? Well, there's that energy of lack. Okay, we're going to use that as past energy. Five of Pentacles. Dang, with the Seven of Swords. And the Ace of Swords flying out in reverse. Okay, in the Six of Cups. Whoa. Hold on a second. Okay, I really had to tune into this one, and that's okay. I took a second, but what came out very clear right away is this is going to be for a specific group first. I'm going to address what came out strongest, and then I'll apply it to the rest of our collective, okay? But for some of you, y'all have been straight up cheated, lied to, or even scammed in the past, okay? This could be like somebody that swindled money from you, or maybe there was some kind of shady paperwork, or you could have just felt abandoned and left out in the cold while someone else took advantage of you. Now, this is Spirit saying this weekend, your vindication is here, okay? This is where justice finally shows up for you. So it could literally be legal, like a payout or a settlement or a court case finally going in your favor. Now, for others, it's karmic justice, okay? The liar doesn't get away with it forever. And you finally see some kind of balance restored. And honestly, Spirit did put the Spirit. I heard Tinder swindler. Okay, I heard Tinder swindler vibes. Now, this could be somebody who literally conned you or manipulated you, and they're getting exposed. Okay, and you walk away with your power and your coin back. Now, not everyone is walking around with that scammer story. So we're going to talk about the broader blessing. Okay, so if this hasn't been literal theft, then this is really about reclaiming your energy after years of self-deception or even toxic cycles where you kept telling yourself, I'm not good enough, or, I can't make it without them. Okay, that Ace of Swords reversed is basically Spirit cutting through those illusions and lies, even the ones that we told ourselves, right? So the blessing here this weekend is clarity. And the blessing is really realizing that your abundance doesn't depend on someone else playing fair. Okay. You're no longer the victim of their story. You are literally writing your own. So also, good to see. But with the Six of Cups here, there is healing as well taking place. So it could be that this blessing really comes with a wave of nostalgia or support from someone in your soul fam. Okay. So perhaps some reconnection, restoration, maybe even someone really finally stepping up to repay a debt, okay, energetic or otherwise. Either way, bestie, spirit is saying like you're not walking alone anymore, okay? What was taken from you is coming back around, and this weekend you're going to get to feel that shift. So it is giving like a vindication story for you as the blessing that shows up this weekend, which again, I'm not mad at that at all, okay? But what shifts are coming in love and partnership, okay, as we step onto this new path? Because I do see that here as well. So what shifts are coming in love and partnership, as we walk this new path? Let's see, there's the star. Love to see that. And then we also have the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and let's peep the bottom of the deck, Death. All right. I'm liking death. Okay, let's see. This is such beautiful energy. Honestly, the star is, that's healing, it's renewal, and it's definitely like a divine alignment that is showing up here for us all, okay? So some of you are finally ready to believe in love again. Not the old toxic love that left you drained, okay? But love that actually feels like hope and inspiration. And, it really genuinely feels like a wish is being granted here. So Spirit saying your love story isn't over. It's just getting the rewrite, okay? And it's starting now, okay? So with the Two of Pentacles, there is a choice, there's a choice, there's balance. Some of you might literally be deciding between two people, okay, for some of you. Or maybe you're deciding whether to give love another shot at all, right? This is really about finding someone who can match your energy without throwing you off balance as well. You're not trying to overcomplicate things. You are going to choose what lights you up. You are obviously going to choose what doesn't drain you. So, you've got this choice ahead of you this weekend, okay? But then we get the Ace of Wands, and I feel like, that spark, it's passion, it's chemistry, and the energy here is really fresh, bestie. So new beginnings in love that feel really exciting, very magnetic, and they are filled with possibility, okay? Some of you may meet the person or someone this weekend that really sparks that internal fire of yours, okay? Or it could be a current connection that might reignite in a whole new way for others of you, okay? But what really seals the deal here is this Death card sitting under the deck. Like I said, I love it. I love seeing this vibe here because this is transformation. It's not loss. It's really the clear ending of old patterns, right? No more breadcrumbing, no more situationships that maybe keep you juggling, no more settling at all, okay? Spirit says that old love story is dead and gone, and you're rising into this brand new chapter where you actually get to receive the love you always deserved, bestie. And yes, I love it. So, what does this mean in real life? It could really look like finally releasing an ex that kept a hold on your energy, okay? Or it could be deciding once and for all to stop entertaining people who can't meet you where you're at. And it could also mean, meeting someone who really represents a total upgrade from what you've been through before. So a partner who brings in balance and healing and actual passion. Either way, Spirit saying your love life is shifting into a much healthier alignment. And for those of you who didn't tune in, I just released a reading that came through for the Turning Tides Tarot YouTube channel. And that was all about the next partnership that comes into your life, and it is a new love type of reading. So I do feel like these two readings are connected. It was posted earlier today, so you could go ahead and go check that out if you feel that energy is for you. So my next question, I guess maybe my last question here for this reading, is going to be, what toxic patterns or unhealthy dynamics do we need to leave behind to fully embrace this change, just as a little bit of a reminder as we navigate this energy this weekend. So let's just really drive it home and make sure that we are very clear on what we're releasing and what we're no longer allowing into our world, so we can really embrace this positive shift that is occurring this weekend, okay, for our beautiful collective. So we have the Chariot, we have the Eight of Cups and we have the Page of Pentacles. A lot of you are so far beyond that. Um, but we also have this Nine of Swords running under the deck. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to tune in and make sure that I've got all my messages that need to come out. Let's see. Okay, now here's the thing, and I know I've already said it. A lot of you have already done a lot of the heavy lifting here. Okay, you have already walked away from toxic cycles. Okay, you've released so many of those draining relationships, right? You've done the healing, and the lessons have been really integrated. Okay, I can see that with the Chariot here. You're moving forward, right? And you're doing so with determination, and you are ready to embrace this new chapter. And the Eight of Cups, I mean, that's you. You've already left behind anything that doesn't serve you. So even if it once felt familiar or safe, it's over. It's gone. You're out the door. It's already done. So Spirit's saying like you really have already proven that you can choose better for yourself. But the Page of Pentacles here, it does tell me, of course you're ready to receive new opportunities in love, finances, or your stability, but they might still feel a little bit small at first. Like the offer, the shift, this chance that shows up this weekend might not look like the full fairy tale yet. It's a seed. It's not the whole freaking garden, okay? And that's all right, because with what you've learned, you now know how to nurture it and whether or not it is worth investing in, okay? So your decision making, I mean, like you got to trust yourself this weekend. I got to say that. But this is where the Nine of Swords comes in. There's still a little bit of, there may be, okay, a little bit of doubt, a little bit of fear, and maybe some overthinking happening, okay? And of course, bestie, that's natural after everything you've been through. So it's giving like, what if this person turns out to be like the last one? Or, what if I can't trust this offer? Or what if it all falls apart again, right? And Spirit says, you know what? Just pause. Bring yourself back to the present, okay? None of these worst case scenarios have happened. You can't project the past on what's unfolding now, all right? So the truth is, I mean, you've already learned how to recognize the red flags from a mile away, right? You've built the wisdom and discernment to really protect yourself. So, I mean, the toxic pattern to release isn't really about clinging to old cycles anymore. Like we're beyond that. It's really about realizing that, the fear that history is going to repeat itself. That's what we're releasing, not realizing we're releasing that. So trust yourself, trust your growth. Spirit says the biggest block left isn't them. Okay, it's the doubt still living in your head. Okay, and that bestie, is what you're walking away from this weekend. Is the fear and the doubt that this is just going to be another trip around the same old block, but you're so far beyond that. And Spirit obviously wanted to confirm that for you this weekend. So if this new offer of love or something comes through, it's okay to go ahead and explore this new opportunity. Okay, bestie, because you're not bringing in the same types of situations that you have already been over and released and healed from. Okay, so that is the weekend vibe, and yeah, I hope to see you over on the main channel if you feel called to for that new love reading. Also, if you want to give me a follow over on Instagram, it's the account is Turning Tides Tarot, so you'll find me there. And yeah, hope to connect with you again. If not, I will see you on the Soulful Sunday reading, where we just kind of see what messages our higher self is letting us in on or wants to communicate to us. And then, of course, the Mystic Monday, where we take a look at the week ahead. Okay, so I'll see you on the next readings, bestie. I hope you all have had a wonderful day or evening or whenever you're tuning into this. And yeah, I'm just sending you all my love. Thanks for being here. Take care and have a blessed day.